about 7 feet tall. I've been wrestling for about a year and a half or so now, around Minnesota, North Dakota, kind of Wisconsin area. I've been the way my career got started was I became friends with the wrestler Lenny Lane, and he and Norman Smiley's the trainer, one of the trainers at FCW, and they decided to take me down there. Do their beginners program. So I down to Tampa, Florida, and I stayed down there. I had my very first match for FCW. That was the only match I got to have for them, but it's still a pretty cool experience. And then I came back up here to around Minnesota, and I've been wrestling around here for the past year or so. And, I've had about 30, 40 matches, and it's going pretty good.
You mentioned Norman Smiley, and I'm definitely familiar with him from his WCW days. He was definitely known for his enthusiasm, no doubt about it. His charisma. What was that experience like being trained by him?
It was pretty good. It was really really didn't get to see a lot of when he was on TV was he's really good at the in-ring like technical ability. He's really good at doing lots of different like holds and that kind of stuff. So that part was really interesting. He showed the students a lot of different holds and stuff, different techniques you don't see many people, especially. And but the charisma part that he helped us with, that part he helped us with, and doing promos and that kind of stuff was pretty interesting.
And you pointed out that you are 7 foot tall. I mean, wow. I mean, when you walk around, you're a wrestler or you just walking around.
I like it. I don't mind it when people ask me how tall I am, because I'll just answer them, but
wrestling, back in the 1990s, you had Andre the Giant. Then you have guys in the 90s, the Kevin Nash, the Giant, now known as Big Show, Kane.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, considering you're a 7 foot guy and you see these guys becoming top talent in their rosters?
Yeah, that's when I see that really makes me, want to have a similar spot to those guys. Like I see myself and eventually being, like next like Kane or Undertaker, something along those lines, or next like Kevin Nash, one of those kind of guys, is where I'd like to be in the next few years.
All right, so let's talk this TNA gut check bracket that you are a part of. You are in the bracket. When you first heard of gut check and you seen it on television, what was more intriguing about the whole experience that you've seen? Is it the fact that these up and comers or those that's been veterans for a long time get a chance to be on national television and show what they got? What did you take from watching the gut check shows?
What I took from it was it was just I was pretty excited and stuff. I thought, man, that'd be a good opportunity. I really feel like that's a good opportunity for TNA as well as for the TNA to get some good new talent, but also for the independent wrestlers to get a chance to be seen on TV and stuff by a national audience. I was excited. I see myself, but man, I'd really like to have a match on TV like that if it's possible.
People that want to vote for you, tell them what bracket you are. Tell them the link, and just let people know how they can vote for you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, teamed up on. They did this thing called the TNA on our website. You can just look it up, TNA Wrestling Challenge, and my name is bottom of bracket 7. So if you want to vote for me, it's Daniel Aakhus, Aakhus, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's open to all kinds. I'm not sure if you only get one vote period or one vote like per bracket. But they say the winner of each bracket then goes on to the next stage of voting and stuff. I guess they're going to pick the next guy who gets to go on TV.
That has been one of the most frequent questions when it comes to the bracket. How many times you can vote? I have voted for a couple of people, and I do plan on voting for you as well. And get this guy a chance to fulfill his dream. You know, TNA needs a new talent. I mean, no disrespect to the veterans that they already have, but they need new talent. And this dude right here can make it happen. So go out there, vote for him, get him to the next round, keep his dream alive. It's up to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's exactly what I want to say. Yeah, thank you. I very much appreciate the opportunity to if anybody wanted to vote for me and stuff, I very much appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, so I'm sure TNA will eventually let people know when the opening round of the bracket ends, but till then, vote for this man. Look for the bracket and vote for him. So other than this bracket, what are some indie shows out there you would like to promote?
Right now, the only shows I got coming up are this Saturday. I'm going to be wrestling for WGW, Wrestling Gone Wild, in Hibbing, Minnesota, at the VFW. It's going to be me and the Honky Tonk Man taking on the Barking Spiders. And then also coming up March 8th and 9th, I'm going to be running for Northern Outlaw Wrestling in Minot, North Dakota, at the Vegas Motel. Right now, those are the only dates I got coming up for sure. But I also wrestle for other promotions I've worked for, Primetime Wrestling, based out down in Bloomington, Minnesota, OCW, Old School Championship Wrestling, and also Pro Wrestling Battlegrounds. I also might be working for start to work for American Wrestling Federation here, coming up doing some. I've been talking with the promoter for that company about maybe working for them.
And everybody in the Minnesota area, go check him out and support your local indie wrestling near you. Go out there, show your support. Who do you consider as influences in your wrestling career?
My number one influence is the Undertaker. He's my favorite wrestler and the guy I most try to after. Well, also, like Kane, like I said, Kane, Kevin Nash, also like Matt Morgan, all those guys are guys I try to emulate or try to be like in the ring, you know. So try to pattern myself after. Yeah.
Let's get more to you. So what do you consider the height of your wrestling career? Something that stands out. It could be a storyline. It could be championship you won, or angle, a storyline or angle for that matter. What do you consider the highlight of your career?
What I consider the highlight of my career so far is I'd say the two best matches that I've had. What I consider my best was in Old School Championship Wrestling, and it was me facing this wrestler named Soul Brother. It was my first match I'd ever been in, like the main event, where I was I've been in the main event previously in shows where I was in a tag team and stuff. But this was the first time where I was in the main event where it's just me in a singles match, and it ended up just being like a really great match. And also, the reason why it was so memorable too was most of my matches up until that point most of the stuff had been planned out, what we were going to do beforehand. We discussed it anyways backstage, so I had kind of an idea what we were going to do. But that was my first match, just going out to the stage and not going out to the ring and not having anything really planned out and just kind of calling it on the fly. And it ended up being great, you know. And then that was my first memorable moment, like my top match. And I would say is my second best match, also a good memorable one, was in Northern Outlaw Wrestling. It was an 8-man tag team match, and that was my first match for that promotion, where they put me with their with their kind of main talent, you know, with their top guys in a match. It ended up being really good too. Really, just all the moves we hit in the ring really clicked and stuff, and it really just ended up being a great moment. The audience was really into it and stuff, was really cheering really loud, and it was really, I'd say, the highlight of my career so far.
My last question for you is, for people that wants to get in touch with you social media wise, why don't you go ahead and promote your Facebook, Twitter, and the links out there people need to know.
Yeah, just on Facebook, just look up my name, Daniel Aakhus. My last name is Aakhus. That's just we'll link it up with a lot of fans, a lot of promoters and anything. But anybody wants to look me up on there. Right, I haven't really created Twitter and stuff, but we'll be working on it. Not sure, so I don't got really a Twitter to promote or anything, but that's pretty much it. If you want to see look for my matches on YouTube, you look at my account is Norsk MN, and that should be, if you look at it, should show like all my matches will be in like account and stuff.
All right, and Dan, I want to thank you for being on the show, and again, sorry for the technical difficulties, but I'm happy that you are on. Best of success goes out to you this weekend, and the TNA Gut Check. Thank you for your time, and I want to give a shout out to Charlie Midnight, who pretty much told me about you, and shout out to him. But as for you, thank you for being on the show this evening.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to promote myself.
Absolutely, man. You have a good night.
Yeah, you too. It was good talking to you.